Hey everyone, it's Marissa, and today I am all smiles because I just found out that I got A's in both of my grad classes, so I'm really excited and I'm very happy about that. So, speaking of classes and school, today I'm here to talk about ways to afford it. Affording college is different for everybody. There's different ways to do it as well. So I'm here to talk about my experience and how I've been able to afford it and hopefully give you some tips and insight how you can do it too. So taking it back to when I was an undergrad student, affording college, I was determined to do it in as many ways that would be helpful to me. So my first tip is fill out the FAFSA. Fill out the FAFSA on time. It's a pain in the butt, it can be a long process, but once you renew it or try and just apply again, it saves most of your information, so you just have to make some minor tweaks. So get that done as quickly as you can, because when there's problems or if anything needs to be changed or verified, you'll have time to do it and then it'll be applied quicker. So try your best to get that done as soon as possible. Number 2. I was always extremely willing to do pretty much any jobs on campus that would pay me. So I took advantage of being a resident assistant. So my meal card was always loaded and I also had free room, so I didn't have to pay for the dorm. So that was a huge expense cut from my bill. I also took advantage of being a navigator, which is a tour guide on campus, so very flexible job. I coupled that with being a student worker for the Office of Admissions. There are a lot of student worker jobs on campus. You can be the desk person at the rec center. You can even work for Sodexo and prepare and serve food. So there's all kinds of different jobs on campus. If those jobs don't typically interest you, just being a student worker, you can try and apply and be something within your own type of field. As a public relations and advertising major in my undergrad, I wrote for the Flyer newspaper, which was pretty closely related to what I wanted to do. So that was also a stipend job. However, I didn't take advantage of that because I took the credit instead of taking the money for it. That was just an option, but that would be another position that could pay too. So taking advantage of on-campus employment is a really good idea if you have the time, if you feel your schedule works with that. So if you're wondering where you can find job openings, I can help you out with my handy dandy laptop right here. You'll log on to Blackboard. You'll go to the support tab. It says My Lewis University, My Courses, My Organizations, and it says Support. You go to Support and then scroll down and it'll be under Resources Students. So under there it says On-Campus Student Employment. So you'll click on that and then you come up with a screen, Student Employment. So then it says Current Job Openings on the left side. And then you have a whole list of available positions on campus. So hopefully that helps you out with that. As a graduate student, I'm not a resident assistant anymore, so I do commute from 45 minutes away, meaning I do live at home. I also am a graduate assistant for marketing and communications. So what that means is being a graduate assistant, there's different types of graduate assistants, and the category that I fall under is that I get a stipend and my graduate school tuition paid for. So I'm extremely fortunate for that, and it's definitely helping me afford the fact that I'll have to pay off my undergrad student loans in just a few years. So right now, I get the stipend and I also work part-time at Kohl's. So those are my sources of income. And with that income, I divide it up into 3 different ways. I carry cash on me, so the cash that I have is meant for having fun. It's meant so I can buy food when I'm out and about with my friends or on campus even. And then I have my checking account, which is designated for my bills. And then I have my savings account, which my savings account I do not touch. I leave it. Trying to just make it grow, not shrink. One way to save money on campus is to load your meal card. Either if you're a commuter, a resident, or even a graduate student, keep your meal card loaded. It also doubles as your ID, triples as your library card. You'll want to keep that on you at all times, especially if it's loaded with money. That way when you go to the C-store or you go to the Courtyard or Charlie's, you can swipe your card and your meal is tax-free. So those pennies add up. Also, when I was an undergrad, I would drive with my friend and then we'd split the money for gas. So if you're interested in doing that, there is the LewisU app, and if you go on there, there's a tab for ride sharing. And if you go on there, it's an ongoing conversation of students who are looking for a ride to the airport or to go to the store. And that's also a place where students can talk about possibly carpooling with each other. So take advantage of that too. Overall, paying for college is different for everybody, and there's definitely a ton of options for you to make sure that this is a very affordable endeavor that you're taking. Thanks for watching. Hope this all helped you, and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and check out what the other vloggers do to afford college. See you next week.